Hello. Well, I'm Dan Lutz, but I'm here for Nathan Victor, getting his channel up and running. He is coming on. Hello. Well, I'm Dan Lutz. A moment here. There's Nathan. Promote to the panel. Hey, Nathan. Good.
All right.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen you in ages, like almost like 2 minutes.
Something like that. All right, I'm going to make you the host of this one. All right, so you're now the host. So you've got the control over it. I do have to get going, so I will check back in with you when I get back from my meetings.
Okay, excellent. All right. Thank you very much, Dan, for setting me up once again. God bless you. Have a great evening, and I'll get back with you soon. And oh, by the way,
up as well, so you can bring him on.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so you may be host. Excellent. Okay, great. All right. See you later, Dan. Okay, hello, Billion Coin community and world, and anyone interested in joining our awesome community. If you're watching right now, this is, I gotta say, this is quite possibly the most exciting time since it came out. The Billion Coin is really evolving for the better. We've been through a lot, you know, launching a massive project such as this is not, you know, that's just something like, boom, let it be, and all of a sudden it just appears, you know. This admin has really put his, I believe they put their heart into this. It's for the people, really it is. A lot of people complain and say, oh, it's a pyramid. And I'm going to show you guys real soon that actually this is the opposite of what your typical pyramid does. It's the opposite. And I'm going to show everybody this. Again, I showed people last night on the show, and I'm going to actually demonstrate a couple things here real quick. I want to bring on Cecil, promote him to panelist. All right. And Cecil, he came in with me as a leader. He's in my top 10, and he's been in Bitcoin for a long time. He's also one of the former Trade Coin Club members. We were just talking about that on Dan's show. And that ended up being a scam. You know, unfortunately, for many, lost a lot of money. I mean, some people lost huge money. But anyways, he saw this and he was like, I mean, Cecil said himself, I didn't have to sell him nothing. When he really took the time to get educated, and he's an analytical type of person. I encourage everybody to really look at it, take an honest look at it. Forget about the opinions from losers and uneducated or misinformed people. That's the best way to miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime is hearing somebody's bad opinion. You know, there's so many opportunities out in the world that are bad, and it's a smokescreen for the good ones. And so everybody must do their due diligence. Don't just do it because I say it's good. Check it out yourself. The things that I say are things that can be backed up with real evidence. So I'm just going to show something here, and I love doing this because, you know, when somebody says, oh, TBC sounds like a pyramid, and I say, well, then what's in your wallet? You know, if you look at the $1 bill, which, by the way, there's a hexagram encoded on the let's see where it is here, right here above the eagle. Actually move that hexagram over to the pyramid with that mysterious eye looking down and looking at everybody. Now, what's this? This is a pyramid structure where all the money goes to the top. They suck everybody's assets up. They basically own everything. You can't really own property. You could think you own property. As long as you pay your taxes, you can own your house. But you know, my father, he had a home, second generation. We owned the house for many, many years, paid for it, and he fell on hard times. And guess what? lost our big, beautiful piece of property and the home because of taxes. So did my dad really own it? No, he didn't. You know, it's really sad. But so guess who owns it now? The banks own it. You know, so that's what they do, is they convert this stuff into real assets like gold. You know, I mean, where did all the gold go from Fort Knox that America used to back their currency with gold? We used to use gold and silver as currency, or as money. I say money, not currency. See, currency is temporary. Money it stays around a while. You know, like gold, I mean, gold doesn't just disappear, you know, but you know, fiat currencies do. There's not been one fiat currency or paper money currency that stood the test of time. They've all failed. And US dollar's lost 97% of its value since it was started in 1913. So now this is where the billion coin shines. Now, if you really want to look at it as a pyramid, okay, yeah, admins created this with founding members or whatever. I don't know the full story, and all I care is I see the facts behind it, is that they're actually giving the money down. We're giving free coin to people who come into agreement with us. It's really amazing. And right now is a wealth creation phase. We're only 2 years old, but we're breaking all kinds of records. We're breaking Bitcoin's record. When they first came out, they didn't get 3 million people in their first 2 years. They had the same things that we have. I mean, you literally had to exchange it peer to peer. It wasn't a coin market cap back then. Okay, now they went on to coin market cap, and because of that, it can be manipulated. So that's why you see all these ups and downs in Bitcoin. Now, here's the thing, with the billion coin coming into agreement, we agree that it's not going to go down because it's based on the value of people. This is backed by people, which is amazing, because everything else is really very few things are backed by anything anymore. But this is actually backed by people. I even have a good friend that come out of the financial industry and made millions of dollars, you know, in the banking system. And I says, and he was talking to me about cryptocurrency. And I says, well, what's money backed by? And he says, well, it's backed by a wink and a smile. You know, so anyways, the billion coin, I have to say, is quite, I believe it's the best crypto out here, because it's about people. We love people. We want to change. We're here to bring change and share abundance with people. It's amazing because most people are conditioned to think going down in value, like not just the US dollar, everything else. I mean, goodness sakes, look at that Zimbabwe $1 trillion note. $1 trillion note? Are you freaking kidding me? You know, now it was backed by land, and then somehow I think the banking system went and screwed that up too. So now it's not even backed by land. I don't know the full detail. If you want to find out more information on that, come on Dan's show and ask him about it. But here's the thing, you know, this pyramid that we are literally turning upside down, where the wealth is starting from the top and flowing down. You know, I'd give my lead and my friends TBC, through, thank God, through admin, to get them. Right now, it's close to $1,000 worth of billion coin to get started. And this is just getting started with the billion coin. We are, like I said, in the wealth creation phase. There are many people who have used it. There's a gentleman, and he's my friend, who's exchanged TBC for 20 nice cars. And last time I talked to him, he's working on buying an island with his billion coin. There's people all over. I've got another good friend I've been making with, by the way. Awesome guy. I kind of just brushed it off the first time I saw the TBC code. Brushed off a couple times, and I didn't criticize it. People would ask me, what do you think about it? I was like, I don't know, because I didn't look at it. I didn't just shoot it down like your average fool who basically says, oh, it sounds like a scam. You know what? Before anybody says that about anything, and if you come to me with your business opportunities, it would be so unfair for somebody to offer me something valuable and I say, oh, it sounds like a scam. I mean, that's laziness, or that's just wrong. If you really want to see something for what it is, you're just going to have to do your research. You're going to have to get educated. And that's what we're doing here. We're educating everyone into the value. And this is backed by people. I showed something last night, and I'm going to show it again as soon as I can bring it up here on my screen share. Looks like Cecil fell off. I don't know where he went, but Cecil is a very, very good man. I love the guy to pieces. He saw this. I mean, he saw it right away. And here he was doing, at the time, really good in Trade Coin Club, as a founding member, connected to the top and all that good stuff. But he saw this, and he was like, wow. He didn't hesitate to pay his $10. So the news is getting better and better as we go. I literally just, I hear about it. But actually, when I go look myself, I went to the Billion Coin info, which we all should have. We should all fill out our information on that. If you have paid your $10 and you read the agreement to get your new wallet, you check off that box, you can have your send button. This is amazing because this will get you started trading the Billion Coin for anything of equal value. And that's what the agreement is we must stay in agreement with the daily price. And that keeps the value of it too. So don't get mad. I was like, oh, but I want to sell mine for half. No, you're breaking the agreement and you're basically saying the coin isn't worth what it is. So that's wrong. Everybody agrees that $1 is $1, and I could buy a pack of bubble gum now for $1, but here's the thing, that's going down in value. I mean, now a pack of bubble gum costs almost $1 now. It used to be like a nickel. I mean, so that just shows how much this is going down. But here's the thing, this is when you come into agreement with the Billion Coin community, you're going to agree that the price steadily goes up. So what do you want? Do you want to put your hard work into something that goes down, or do you want to put your efforts into something that goes up? So, anyways, so this is the good news. I showed something last night. I'm going to try to quickly bring it up here real quick, and let's see if I can. Should be fresh on my list here. Hold on one second. Okay. So anyways, there's an article that was in the news where Obama had approved for $1.3 billion to be sent to Iran at taxpayers' expense, of course, to release some hostages. So that there should show everyone that people are indeed valuable. Now, would you prefer a precious life made in the image of God over a big stack of paper? I'd say that life is worth more than a pallet or two of paper, with a bunch of occult symbols put all over it. You actually do your research on the dollar bill. It's got all kinds of symbols, mysterious symbols, occults, numbered things. Look it out yourself. Just go online and check it out. But, these are literally, the people behind all this are literally linked to Satanism. Again, look it up. The ancient occults, which are still alive and well today. And it's been carried through generation to generation up to this point. This is not the first time this has happened. Every time they've tried to do this, which this does say, and I'm just going to continue what Dan said, the New World, they want to do the New World Order. But if you look on this pyramid again, where they are setting up a system, right here underneath it says New World Order in Latin. Okay. And when I transferred the hexagram, or actually I transferred a pentagram, if you decode the words, it says Mason. Masons. Okay, which is a secret society. It's open, and there's also a secret society within it. And many of the current Masons don't really know what's really going on at the deep levels. Anyways, without getting into all of that, I just want to encourage everyone to get, if you don't have a wallet, get one. Come to me. Come to somebody you love, that you know, that you like. We're also working on, actually, we're not working on, it is finished. It's amazing. So going back to the value of the coin, I have to say, this is quite possibly the best thing I've seen since TBC's come out, because it's so structured. This is it's an amazing platform where we can start exchanging our billion coin for cash, for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for anything of value. PayPal, it's got all of these payment gateways in there, and what comes with it is an education system. You might be asking, well, does it work? Answer is absolutely. I got favor. I got grace. It literally got to speak with the creator of TBC Code, and spent many hours just laughing and talking with him. And this man is making huge money. And his thing is not so much money, and that's what he told me. And we agree. It's about keeping score. Money is like keeping score in a sense. It doesn't own him. He masters it and helps many people become wealthy. To make a long story short, just by going by on his testimony, he's making thousands a day. Even when I was on a phone call with him, I'm hearing these noises in the background, and they were ding, ding, ding. This guy made probably $500 or $600 from people exchanging on this awesome platform. Well, I'm talking to him on the phone, so we're having fun on the phone, and this is so amazing. So I want to encourage anyone, if you're interested in getting ready to get educated to learn how to trade TBC for value, for other valuable things. And not only does it do that, you still get the cookie rewards. You get, which is amazing, because you can submit that for additional billion coin bonuses. So you're growing your billion coin, you're growing your Bitcoin, you're growing whatever it is you're looking for of value. So it's awesome. So now we're doing bigger, better, greater things. I was looking for that article here, and I got sidetracked. Let me see here if I can find it real quick. And I'm going to also just show if you really boil down the membership agreement, I want to show that as well real quick. Let me see where it is. Come on. Oh my gosh, I've been through so many sites just since we did the show last night. Let me see. Show all history. Well, anyways, you can look it up. And actually, Obama had actually sent more than $1.3 billion to release hostages. So again, admin, one person potentially is worth $1 billion at this moment. Coming into agreement, so the price goes up every time somebody comes in, which is amazing. We're 3 million plus strong, and I believe now that our wallets are literally we're in the migration as we speak, and now our wallets can actually handle more transactions than Bitcoin can. Bitcoin had these problems too. Last year when I sent Bitcoin, it was taking days for it to go through. I couldn't believe it, and then they were getting canceled. And then the prices went way up. Now, for everybody who complains about the $10 fee for our wallet, it's a lifetime thing. You don't have to keep paying it over and over again. I'm paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars in Bitcoin fees. So, I mean, come on, this is a no-brainer. And all that $10 goes into the technology that we're doing. So Adam's not getting rich smoking cigars with $100 bills in the background. I think he's working very, very hard trying to help so many people. So we should not see, I mean, we shouldn't tolerate that. We should let everybody know that $10 is just for the development of the coin, the ability to use the wallet. It's actually amazing. It really is. So in saying that, I want to bring on my friend here. He's getting my attention. You could just do the research yourself as far as seeing the value in value in people. If Obama, saw a handful of hostages worth 1.3 plus billion dollars, I mean, shouldn't we all see people as the greatest asset? Our greatest assets, I swear, it really is in people. Everybody is a treasure in the eyes of God, I believe, or just about everybody. Some are not, because they choose to do evil and hate other people, kill other people. People kill for this paper money. People slave for it, work a bunch of jobs. It's always struggling, and it takes away from really important in life. And I fell into that trap too. When I was building a traditional business, at first when I started building it, I was working 12 hours a day, and it made a lot of money, but it made it where I had to sacrifice my family, and I was taken away from what was most important. So that's what the current monetary system is set up, is for slavery and to tax you to pieces. I mean, I don't mind. I love my government. I do, but most of the stuff is going to interest on the debt is outrageous. Every U.S. citizen, I think, if you break down the debt, it's like $300,000 per person, which is owed. I mean, how's everybody to pay that? So you got all this tax money going toward this debt. It's debt based. It's sad. And here's Super Allen. I'm going to start calling him Super Allen. I love this guy. We became instant friends. And he's a gold miner. And even he got shut down by it's an environmental issue of some type. And this man's just working hard, making an honest living, piling up some gold, and all of a sudden they take away his rights to it's like, what the heck, man? It's just more and more control, and it is not from the good people in our government. It's from the ones running puppet strings behind the scenes that are doing this. It's not the good people in our government. I love our police. I almost became a police officer, as a matter of fact. I got a good friend that I'm ready to bring in as a leader who's a police officer. So, anyways,
can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. Hey, Alan. Hey, welcome on the show, my brother.
Thanks, man. Man, this is dude. You're right on, dude. You got this thing figured out, I think.
But it took a while. I'm a slow learner in some ways, but
well, I mean, it's not fun to learn all this financial evil crap going on. It's really not fun, but you got to know it, and it's kind of heavy. But once you understand the evil behind it, then we have kind of a hedge against that. That's what I like about TBC. And you're right, man. It's the people, God loves human beings. That's his main thing, right? And the community in TBC it's gold. It's our gold. It's the people, man. So that we, look at it the same way God looks at people. It's just, this is a huge family, and there's something else, man. I've never met people like this before. I mean, the gold miners are cool. I mean, I've never met people like the gold miner community, and the TBC is very unique like
that. I'm glad you see that, Alan. And Alan become an instant millionaire in TBC. He jumped on it. He saw the value. He didn't hesitate to buy $1,500 worth right off the get go.
Yeah, right? I dumped I had $1,500 worth of Bitcoin. I dumped it in all in one time, and then I bought 300 more coins, and then they had a roulette wheel going in the back end on the last round, and I got a bunch of free extra coins. My upline was doing it in the back end, and he could not believe it, man. He's like, I can't believe you hit the roulette wheel like that, man. So I got a bunch of extra ones because they were doing a special in December.
I think God put No, I don't remember it offhand. I mean, there's so many things that's going on. I love Randy and hearing him, but I miss a lot of Randy. I got to pay more attention to Randy, actually. He's a great guy. I've met him, and I've been on meetings with him, and I think he's a great guy. He really is. He does hit people in between the eyes, with the truth. And the truth hurts sometimes, but it's not meant to hurt or kill you. It's meant to build you up in the right way,
or to get you back in the right path,
Absolutely. Like when I break the go ahead.
Yeah, when I break that little bit. Go ahead, man. It's your show.
Okay, when I break the 10 Commandments, I mean, I get a spanking. I do. It's not because God wants to kill me. It's because he wants me to get my head out of my hindquarters and do the right thing so I don't have to be punished unnecessarily. That's all.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a godly sorrow and just straightening us up, man. But we respect that. A lot of people don't give a shit about God. Some people don't even care about morality in their life, but people that care, they have an obedience and respect for God. That's why you respond like that.
Right. Absolutely. Man, yeah, man, that's great, man. It seems like this guy's awake.
Been awake too long.
Right. Yeah, if you ever watched the movie The Matrix, something very similar is going on, really, where people are, in a sense, sleepwalking, and they're in this matrix and don't even realize it.
I own those 3 movies and I watch them because the spiritual stuff you can learn. It's almost like the last movie was called Revolutions. It could have been called Revelations.
Right. Yeah. Matter of fact, I wouldn't mind watching. I love it. That's one of my favorite movies.
I watch all 3 of them. I own them. I got them on iTunes, man. And I like science fiction anyway, because now that I found out a lot of science fiction was based on the truth. I didn't know this till like recently. Like Horus and all these other gods, and I was like, well, they just made up this mythology stuff, but that was based on the giants. I'm like,
right.
What? This stuff, right? I mean, I was.
Yeah. These giants really did exist. People think that's fairy tales, but no, it's not. It's a huge cover up too, but there was some evidence, and people have taken photos that weren't confiscated, but there have been secret organizations in the disguise of the Smithsonian Institute, which collects artifacts from all around the world. They collect all the occult artifacts. They love that. They'll display that stuff in a heartbeat, but they don't want people knowing the truth that there were really giants in those days, and they were offspring of fallen angels, right. Rebellious angels.
That's right. And what do they call them? The Watchers.
Right. Yes.
They're still around. They killed 3 of them in Afghanistan. I don't know if you knew about that. Did I talk about this on one of the streams? They killed one of these guys in Afghanistan. He's called the Kandahar Giant.
Oh, wow. I saw a picture. Well, I saw a picture of the body bag that got out, but that's all I saw.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was huge.
It was like 12 and a half feet, 1,100 or 1,400 pounds. I mean, massive. This guy was massive. And he was, you think, oh, he's a slow. This guy was faster than me and you. He was fast. He was so fast, he killed, I think, 5 or 6 of these guys. The first, he literally killed them and ate them. And the next group came in there, and one guy got gored by a Roman spear. This thing had a Roman spear and a shield. Gutted the guy, stuck it and held him up, and the guy's yelling, shoot him. They shot him in the head and killed him.
Wow.
This guy, I mean, he was in Afghanistan in a cave, and the local tribes people or local village, they thought he was a god, and they would sacrifice like their weakest people to him, so they, he'd leave them alone. I mean, wow. And what the funny thing was, Nathan, that he had red hair, white skin, whiter skin than me and you, 6 fingers, 6 toes, 2 rows of teeth. And he is the exact same description as what the American Indians used to describe the giants that they were fighting in America. I mean, they were fighting these guys huge. They were fighting giants in America that American Indians were. I mean, this is like a war. And they were the same, the description of American Indians to the Kandahar giant, exact same. The same size too, 12 to 18 feet tall. Crazy.
Wow. That's, man, so goodness sakes. Wow.
So these guys that were before the flood, they were huge, they were even bigger. They were the gods, the Greek mythology gods. That was them. It sounds like mythology now, but this is where these stories came from.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people are really, I mean, now this is the age of information. It really is. And even the Bible says that in the last days, knowledge shall increase. And this was written thousands of years ago in the last days. So guess what? If the Bible's correct, which I believe it is, these last days, knowledge really has increased. You can find out just about anything with a few finger strokes. You could find out anything about, the central banking system, about, I mean, just anything. It doesn't matter. I mean, even good things. I love looking at good things too. I do my very best to look at good things, but it does get kind of depressing to know what's really going on. We only see like Disneyland, but behind the scenes is their puppet masters behind the scenes, working from behind the scenes. And if their system was truly good, why wouldn't they just come out front and say it instead of having to hide?
Right.
So they're doing all this stuff in secret, and they're controlling things and people, and causing wars, causing, putting corrupt politicians in. They groom up their own. They got so much money. It's no matter a thing of money anymore to them. It's control. New world order.
Right. They get so much power.
Yeah, absolutely. They got so much. Right.
That's
Go
what
ahead.
is power. I mean, money's one thing, but then when they get so much of that, they don't. What's above that is just they want more power. It's crazy. But we hopefully we have a hedge against that. TBC is going to be a hedge against that. I hope. The more we grow, we have a hedge. We just going to do it right.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, that it's heavy, and actually, I'm about ready to be at my 30. Actually, I just hit 30 minutes. So that's a deep rabbit hole. But then again, this is also the Billy Coin here again is also a solution. This is a way to exchange person to person. I can send Alan right now $1 million, and he could send me gold, or it would take me days to receive it, but still. But that's the beauty of this, is we can do privately, person to person. That's what this is. There's no third party. And yes, so anyone who's interested in partnering with us, with me and Alan, please read my link or my description. Get in touch with me. I'm on Telegram. That's how I answer on Telegram. I also answer through Facebook. But when you message me, it might go to my other inbox because I think I'm about maxed out on friend requests. But I will bring in a friend. I just have to let go of somebody who's not really a friend. Because
Telegram is faster for you? Telegram is faster for you?
Yeah, Telegram is faster. Facebook, I do read my messages, but if you message me, just put TBC and then, how can I make money with TBC? I'm not going to just preach to you a little bit. We're going to show you, and I'm going to demonstrate real people who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars and more. I'm not just going to talk. I'm going to show. And if you do what we're doing, you can do it too. So
man, I followed your link yesterday, man, and I read about that TBC code, and I just don't get it. I wish you would do a whole video on like the whole process. I mean, I still don't understand it.
Okay, I'll get with you right about that after the show, and I will be doing a demonstration. And I kind of got a blessing from the very top guy in it. His name is Rich Cashmere. He's he loves me and I love him. And man, this guy has helped a lot of people, and he's making tons of money, but he's passionate. It's about passion, you know, helping people, helping people get ahead in life. And he doesn't even do much of it online, which is weird. He does it like locally in Chicago. He goes to churches and it's really good. I mean, we're getting a lot
I saw his live stream the other was he just before you, like an hour ago?
I don't know.
There was a live stream.
I was actually chatting with him, so I don't think he was doing a live stream.
Maybe it was somebody else.
But
yeah, I wanted to learn about it, man. It's just do a video about it and I'll watch it. I still don't understand it. I was going to sign up. It's like, I don't want to sign up until I understand it, man.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll meet with you right after the show, and we'll go from there. And saying that, please, I'm going to leave my information shortly after this broadcast, so you can contact me, or just go to one of my other recent videos, and that will give you, again, contact information to get with me and get you started reaping the benefits of the Billion Coin instead of just watching your wallet grow. I mean, that was fun. I loved it. I was impressed, but I got excited when I saw my wallet grow, and I was like, man, I got to share this with people. And then the Kringle Cash system came out. So I was like, yes, I can share it without having to take it out of my own wallet. So, I mean, the Kringle Cash system, even though you got a Santa Claus on it, it's about giving it away. And, you know, so that's what's behind the Santa Claus, which I believe that's going to change too, but we're still going to be able to give away to get people started. So,
hey, did you hear about Did you hear the secret announcement Monday? You didn't hear about it, did you?
Yeah, well, we can't talk about it on the show yet. But
I know. I just wondered if you knew, because I know you weren't there, and I know you didn't know. But I guess Dan told you. But man, it's
oh yeah,
awesome.
I know it's awesome. You guys, you guys are coming in at a great time. So
unbelievable. Yeah, I got a live stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. man. So check it out.
All right, I would love to come on your show, man. That'd be great. All right, brother. I'll see you after. And I want to say good night, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Afternoon, wherever you are in the world. God bless you. And we'll look forward to seeing you again.
See y'all.